Hello everybody and a very warm welcome back to the channel. So today's replay, as promised, we are looking at the Marine Nationale Bayard. Bayard is the Tier 8 French premium cruiser that is available in the World of Warships premium shop for you. Now, a bit of a weird one this. I spent quite a bit of time I've spent quite a bit of time looking around, and those of you who watched the stream on Sunday, the car crash, will know that there was quite an interesting conversation because I was struggling to find a little bit of history, a little bit of information about the actual ship herself. And thanks to Killabin, thanks to JM Johnny, thanks to everybody in chat, basically. The reality is that we need to take a little bit of a look back. So we're going to start with the history on the ship, first of all, before we go into our in-game. Then, as usual, we'll have a look at the replay for you, followed by a bit of a sum up for you. So, a bit of history about her is, as you can see, as it says, she was a 1953 design for further development of the cruiser de Grasse. Initial design feature, all that stuff. So, we have to go back to this ship. So this is Cruiser de Grasse. This is the Tier 6 French premium ship again. So Bayard, inadvertently, has her roots somewhere there, although they are two very different ships. Interestingly, the ship we see in game, there are plans apparently, again, I've struggled to find them, so her history is a little bit odd. But apparently it was something the French were thinking of. How does she look? So I mean, short and sweet. The reality is, she's a air quote design from somewhere within a French naval port, somewhere, of a thought, of a progression, of a ship that we've got at Tier 6, of something that could have been. I've never found a more woolly ship than this. Even, and I will go on record as saying this right now, I've been able to find the project numbers and the project design documents for the Russian carriers. They were easier to find than the details for the Bayard. Using Chaos's face. Unbelievable this. But anyway, we are going to move on. Let's have a look at her in game and let's see how she stacks up. So in game, she has a quad set of triple mounted 1930 era 152mm guns. She clocks in with a respectable 34,700 HP and a nice 28% torpedo reduction. The skin you see her wearing here was a special edition skin that you could get when the ship first came out, and it offers the usual bonuses you'd expect. Now, as we previously stated, she is a premium ship, and if you want to get your hands on the Bayard, she's available for £31.80, obviously your local denomination, but that's what she costs to me. What does she bring to the table? Well, she brings a couple of interesting things. Maneuverability is 35.7 knots with a 9.3 second rudder shift and a 9.6 concealment with a build that includes Concealment Expert. In terms of her equipment, as you can see, I'm running main armament mod 1. I run the engine boost mod 1 from the armory, the aiming modification 1, the engine propulsion modification 1, and concealment. I've chosen the hydro skill over the def AA skill, and we have 4 charges of both the hydro, the engine boost, and the main battery reload booster has 5. So she does have the MBR, a kind of a French flavour that we've come to expect. Torpedoes, not bad. 60 knots, 9 kilometres, reasonably good hard hitting. The main armor piercing shells, again, 7.5 second reload speed is really good, but obviously once you're kicking the main battery reload booster, this really does spit the shells out. 3.3k damage, 16.4k range. Not a bad shell at all. Our HE shells have 6.5% chance per shell to fire, and of course, as we know, we've got quad triple turrets, so we have 12 shells in the air. We're going to set a fire of some description. Normally what you'll see is these things spitting HE shells unless they've got a flat broadside from sub 8 kilometers, and then they'll really rack up some penetrations with the AP. In terms of the commander skills that I'm running, Daniel is a 21-point commander, and I've gone with a pretty conservative build. I've gone with last stand, I've gone with priority target, I've gone with superintendent, concealment, if IFHE, RF, radio location RF, and adrenaline rush. The game does suggest a slightly different build. I would never recommend heavy HE and SAP skills because the plus 15% concealment, which is actually plus 5 when you combine it with concealment, I don't see the point in that for the extra 10% damage. We're talking 330 average per shell. Yes, it adds up when you include it all and you do the math, but to be fair, I don't see the point. The consumable enhancement perhaps would be a good choice for your 2 points there. Maybe dropping IFHE to go for this with DE would be a good opportunity. Would be a good option and give you a bit more of an overall. Again, adrenaline rush is a no-brainer, as is the superintendent skill, because otherwise you've only got 3 engine boosts, 3 hydro, and 4 of your main bat reloads. But that would be that. For your 10-point starter build, last stand is what they suggest, but most are probably going to go for grease the gears or for gun feeder. You're probably going to see people go for pyro instead of priority target, and then adrenaline rush and concealment, I would expect. But that's the build I've gone with, and relatively speaking, I'm quite happy with it. I might change it, but as you can see, he's not actually meant to be skilled for this. He's actually meant to be skilled for a different ship entirely, which is the... Which ship is this guy supposed to be on? He's a cruiser captain. I have to figure it out. He might be my Ormery captain, actually. Potentially could be my Ormery captain, though. If it is, that's a really weird build. But anyway, I'll have to figure that one out. But there you go. And again, just for a bit of clarity, the camouflage that you see wearing here is this one, which is the French Navy Bayard permanent camo. 3 and 4% off plus and minus for dispersion detectability, 10% off the cost of repair, and 50% to our XP. Nothing special, but it is a very nice camo, and I would recommend you run any other camo excluding the one that it comes with, because the one that it comes with, I term these the hit me here camo, because as you can see, it's got some lovely aiming markers for you to be able to citadel this thing. It's very easy to citadel as it is. However, that makes it abundantly clear where to aim. Pretty much, if you aim for the lifeboat, you're going to hit the citadel. There you go. Anyway, that's a quick look at the Bayard. We're now going to roll into the gameplay so you can have a look. It's a pretty strong game, this, and I really did enjoy playing it. I hope you enjoy it as well. But in the meantime, I'll see you in the battle. So, welcome to the battle replay, guys, for you all. As you can see, we are in a wonderful tier 8 division with Woodsy and Ferretus from the Warboats clan. This was following a pretty successful night of doing some clan wars, and the guys were just relaxing. So we're playing a couple of games here.
Hands to action station.
So we just need to set up, because we appear to have lost some of our over game markers. So let's have a quick look at our settings. For some reason it's restored back to normal. There we go. Now you can see the settings that I use in game as well. So here we go. We're in the Bayard, and we are on our ice map, heading for the Charlie Cap. We're in support of Veritas here, who's right next to us, and just over to our right-hand side in the Gucci, the new Tier 8 German, I want to say cruiser, but destroyer. They are basically cruisers with no citadels. So we're going to push up into the sea cap with Veritas. Because of the high speed that you can actually do in the Bayard, she can actually do really cool things, which like getting into these sort of positions. Remember, we have those nice torpedoes, triple launchers either side. So the cap is already being contested. We're moving ourselves forward. There's a Prince Eugen, Das TomTom, the TomTom, also a well-known sat-nav design, and we are we're going to just make our way in there. Both Veritas and Woodsy there are in the cap. We're spotted by the Fenyang, which melts exceptionally quickly. A bit of potato shooting to start with from me there. However, we soon get our shots on target. We don't kick in our main battery reload booster. This chap keeps on coming forward. As you can see, though, some nice damage figures there rolling off from these 152 French guns. A reasonable reload as well. We are spotted by him, but we are fairly safe from taking too much damage. He's wibbling wobbling around. Reload finishes. There we go. Another good chunk of damage, and the Fenyang has run out of hit points. First blood to ourselves. Indeed, off to a very great start. No damage taken in return. They've lost the Fenyang, which is a bit of a shame. Pull forward into a bit of cover here. I fire up the Hydro to see what's there, and lo and behold, there's a Lo Yang. We put some torpedoes through the gap, and we send a couple of shells up to the Eugen. Now, unfortunately, it's a bit of a snapshot, and we don't actually connect. We did aim a little bit too far there. So we are hydroed either probably by the Lightning there of Admiral Baikahor, who's 2.8k away, 3.2 kilometer hydro on the Lightning, remember. Taking a little bit better aim now. We are hidden by the smoke screen, so we can actually shoot and not be spotted through this gap, which is really nice. We start to land a couple of shells, but he's already lost quite a bit of health. Now the Eugen does have a really nice heal. We managed to put a dirty black mark on the island there. Our Hydro is probably going to run out soon. There is a Bismarck pushing forward with an Ager and a Kansas behind him. So, we're going to hang on for a second. We've not got our torpedoes. Now, this is... I could come a cropper here. I've got 20 seconds on the torpedo. I don't want to be here too much. But we're just going to hang on. 11 seconds for our torps. This Bismarck is coming forward, and we kind of don't want to get caught broadside because otherwise we're going to get blocked. 2 seconds. Come on. Bingo. There we go. We power forwards, and we immediately go hard rudder to left. I want to try and get these last torpedoes off. Now, as we do that, as you can see, we've got no chance of getting in with him. But you never know. He might slow down. Speed boost on to try and pull away. He eats all 3 of those torpedoes for 32,000 damage. There is a flood, but he has damage conned the flood straight away, which is a bad idea because right in front of him is a Kansas, a Freddy, and an Alabama. Immediately wiggling back the other way. One good thing I love about the Bayard is her maneuverability. As you can see, she's a real wibble wobble boat. Fire going into that Bismarck, and he's melting pretty quickly. The Eugen goes down to the Kansas. I've got to hold my shot because I can't actually see him. I probably could have opened my shot here, but luckily Veritas there with his Kagero torps just yoinks the kill. And so far, our team has killed 2 ships. 3 ships, and our division has killed 2. There's an Aiga pushing up the cap down there. The Lightning is still hovering around here somewhere. With no Hydro, so this is a bit of a risky move, this. And there's a Kansas there, a Pow Pow Ping. So, 4 seconds for tops. Can we get him off? Oh, we're spotted by Summer. So we open up with the guns. Spotted again. As we come around the corner, we decide to deploy our torpedoes. But we turn in. Now we don't go for guns straight away here. But we've turned, we've got the torpedoes in the water. We don't re-aim at the Kansas, which would have been a better choice actually. The Alabama there tooting its horn. Reload booster there, the main guns. So we can start to do that. And as you can see, like a 3-second reload. Immediately repairing the guns. As you can see as well, like we said, we do suck a lot of damage up in this. Especially Citadel damage. Unfortunately, there's the Kansas. Oh, don't shoot us. Oh, there's the Lightning. We re-aim at the Lightning. Aiga goes down. We should be aiming at the Kansas actually. That would have got us a double kill, but instead our Kansas takes out their Kansas. There's Yuzimo on quite a lot of health. There's a bit of clicking on the map going on, but you know, hey. When you're shooting at these ranges, it's fine. And we beep boop onto the island. But it's okay because we've got the boost on, so we just go straight into reverse and chuck back really quickly. We are not in a good position though because the Uzimo could actually turn and blap us at any time. Pretus is pushing up like a madman though to deal with that. My torpedoes are back up. So, you know what? We've got range on him. We're backing up. Let's just see what we can do to the Uzimo. Trying to get a good line on him. We're going to fire straight away on him. Got more shells in the air. Peritus hiding behind the island there gets his torpedoes off. Can we get a little bit more damage before Ferretus' torpedoes land? We've got another fire on him. That's burning nicely. Nicely done there for Ferretus. The Lightning is still afloat, believe it or not. But a quick look at the minimap tells us our position is not as good as we may think. While we have successfully taken B and C, B is in the process of being contested by the Fantastique and the Donkey, and we've lost everybody who went over to the A cap.
Engine boost deactivated.
That's not good. That's really not good. The Donkey has got almost no health. See if we can get a few sneaky shots into the Donkey, but it's going to be a bit of a tight shot now. We have a bash. See if we can catch another joy. We do clip the island there, unfortunately, even though it looked like it would go over. So we've come to a stop here in the island, in the sea cap, and we decide to go full ahead now. Wait for the boost to come on. Heading to defend our other cap, which has just flipped. We are comfortably in the lead on points though, 500 point lead. Almost a 600 point lead actually. So far we've done okay. We've got 78k of damage. Trying to get some hits on the Fantastique there. Unfortunately, we caught no joy, but the Alabama does manage to ring his bell. So, boost engaged, off we go. Can we get that cat back? Take out the Alabama, deal with the Musashi, deal with the Yugamo. All kicking off. So far, not bad. 3 fires, 2 incaps, 81 shell hits, 5 secondaries. 4 torpedoes, 2 floods, and we helped cap as well. Looking to see if we might be able to get some torpedo shells towards the Kansas. Nothing currently though. Woodsy very kindly lays a smoke screen for us. So we immediately dive into the smoke screen. Looking to get shots over on the Kansas as we enter. Oh, the Yugomo is briefly spotted. We try and get the guns running in time, but he's gone. No, where's he gone? Woodsy kindly offers to pop out and spot him. Now this is pretty dangerous for Woodsy because he gets out spotted by the Yugomo by about 1 kilometre. There's the torpedoes, there's the Yugomo. And we pop the reload booster. No.
Our victory is in sight.
We're almost what this game won now. The Yugomo is going to be good enough to steal it down. We've got to fire some more shells. And we get the Yugomo down. In the meantime, we also, just for good measure, crack a torpedo into the bow of the Kansas, because why not? 95k, 96k, the clock is ticking. I'm currently fighting the clock in order to see if I can get 100k of damage. It's a bit of a giggle on TeamSpeak at this point while we're doing this. We break the 100k damage, 101. If the Kansas, when the Kansas goes down, we win. And we get the Kansas with our flood. Bayard there. As you've just seen on the post-game stats, 105,207 damage, netted us 680,000 credits, 246, 10,160 XP, and 2,159 free XP. 116 shell hits, 5 torpedoes, 3 end caps. Almost got the Kraken. We were 1 kill short. 4 floods, 4 fires, 3 floods, 2 caps, and 5 secondary hits as well. So overall, what do we think of the Bayard? Do you know what? She's a lot of fun. She's fast, she's mobile, she can really get a snake on. £31.80. With the Steam sale currently being on at the time of recording this, couldn't really say get the Bayard over something in the Steam sale. When the Steam sale's not on, yeah, she's actually not a bad acquisition to put in your port. You can have a lot of fun with it. You know, it's what a cruiser should be. Fragile, yes. Fast, yes. Maneuverable, yes. You know, you've got to be thinking, ooh, every time you make a move, ooh, what can be blocked? Ooh, what can be blocked? You know, not something like a, you know, not something you're playing where it's just slow and, yeah, I can take that hit, I can take that hit, I can take that hit, I can take that hit. Don't worry about it. Have fun. Enjoy it. Thank you for watching the video, guys. It's a bit shorter than the normal one, this one, so hopefully that makes it a little bit better for viewing for you. Sorry there wasn't as much history on the ship as I would have liked to, but it is what it is. Other videos that you've got to look forward to in the coming weeks, the Nostrishmi, the Ohotnik, the Petra Veliki, the Yukon, and the Zao. So keep your eyes open for those, of course. If you haven't already, please do consider subscribing to the channel. It would really help. We're almost at that first goal of 1,000 subscribers, at which point we'll give away 180 days at Prem. But yeah, really do appreciate it, guys. Thanks very much. And remember, you can be anything you want to be in this world. Just be kind. See you all later. Thanks.